So let's see. Mark, do you want to introduce Eileen since you're so great at it?
Oh, now I'm scared.
Yeah, in fact, Sherry, yeah, I'm just to bring everybody back to Eileen's room. But anyway, Eileen's going to be talking about vanquishing technological stress, top 10 ways to save yourself from 5G overwhelm. And like I said before, 5G right now is spoiling our frequency, our vibration. So Eileen's going to explain the dangers of the EMFs, particularly 5G, and the current studies worldwide, how to protect yourself, your children, and your fur babies from EMFs. That's like your animals, and the outlook for the future. So Eileen is an attorney, certified coach, speaker, trainer, nutritionist, author, advanced clinic practitioner, doctoral candidate, model, actress, and Eileen runs workshops in personal and business development, as well as nutrition and health. She inspires with knowledge, humor, and a charismatic personality. She represents a product line called Magnetude Jewelry. And you'll be able to go in her room later to get incredible discounts and demonstrations also about the jewelry. And Ilene Reichman, go get them.
Thank you, thank you. Can you allow my colleague to put up the screen to share, please? And here we go. That's great. Okay, so thank you, Mark, for that great introduction. I'm so excited we're going to be seeing you live in New York. I have been traveling, so
And in 2 weeks, you'll be on the virtual too.
to different locations, but I'm so grateful to Mark and Sherry for doing this because I miss everybody. Anyway,
Go get them.
those of you who are not living under a rock probably know what an EMF is and what 5G is. Now, we can go to the next screen, please. Okay, so we're going to talk about EMFs and a beautiful solution with this particular company called Magnetude Jewelry, and we'll get to it more later. However, we have different designs, necklaces, bracelets, scarf pins, earrings, pet tags, because we want to protect everyone, because everyone needs to be protected. Next screen, please. And here we have an example of beautiful, healthy jewelry designed with your health in mind. Next screen, we see we have the necklace and the bracelets. Next screen. All right. So why are EMFs such a problem? And why is 5G such a problem? Well, EMFs are electromagnetic frequencies, and they are everywhere. And we are electric, our bodies are electric. So what we need to do is boost our protection, boost our electrical voltage. And the product I'm about to explain will help you do that. Next screen, please. So EMFs are everywhere. You would have to go to Mars to avoid them. And as far as I know, we're not colonizing Mars yet. Even in a rainforest, you will be subject to EMFs because they bounce off satellites. So while not going to read you exactly what my screens say, but know that all your Wi-Fi, your baby monitors, your routers, these lovely phones, which everybody loses their mind when they can't find, they all are these little toxic devices that produce 5G. And 5G is very, very dangerous. And now, as you can see from the pictures, some of the usage, now 5G is even in baby diapers. Thank you, Pampers. Your parents don't have to get up to check if the baby is crying. An EMF signal will let them know if the diaper is wet. Next screen, please. Okay, so here we are back in the days of the dinosaurs in 2003, where there were very few cell phones. And then in 2018 into 2019, you can see the cell phone towers from 2003 to 2018. And then at the end of 2019, the telecommunications industry pooled their resources and put $20 billion into cell towers. So they are here to stay. Next screen, please. And here we have, I was joking with Mark once, he showed me the cell tower outside his home. This is a 5G cell tower, and I'm not kidding, if you can move please do, because they are very, very dangerous. They're not allowed in Europe and Israel, where I was supposed to be in a day or two. It does not even allow 5G. They use 3G, not even 4G. Next slide, please. And here we have a woman on her cell phone with her baby. She's nursing her baby and, of course, spraying her child with wireless radiation. But you know what? We don't make anybody wrong. We're all here to educate. Next screen, please. Okay, so 5G was supposed to be so great. It was supposed to give us our driverless cars and faster gaming. But what people don't realize is 5G sits on top of 4G. And where did this 5G come from? Well, it came from the military. They were using it for crowd control. And it's a different way. And people ask me, what are these Gs anyway? Are they like iPhone, like iPhone 1 to, what are we up to, 20? No, I think we're up to 12. But 1G was in the late 90s, the early 90s rather, and that was the ability to make a call without being hooked to a wall. 2G was the ability to text, and I joke that you no longer had to call a sibling to say happy birthday, you could just impersonally send a message. 3G was the ability to access websites, yay, easier to shop. 4G, you could do it faster, you could do gaming, and then there was 5G. So why is 5G so bad? Well, 4G is a different wave frequency. It's 6 to 12 megahertz. And the wave is like an ocean wave. Not great, but not so bad. 5G sits on top of 4G. It's a perpendicular wave. And remember those cell towers? The reason why you see so many cell towers is because 5G cell towers only have a range of half a mile. 4G had 4 to 5 miles. So you are constantly being bombarded and you don't even know. Next slide, please. Okay, and as I said, why are they so dangerous? Because we are electrical beings. We are a bunch of moving molecules connected by electricity. If you had to have an EKG or an EEG, you know that they used electricity to test your brain levels or to shock you back into existence. We are electric, and what 5G and what EMFs do is they mess with our bodies. Next screen, please. I'm going very quickly because I don't have much time, and I apologize. I'll be in the room after for a raffle and for questions. Okay, so our cells are vulnerable to EMFs, and what does that mean, and especially 5G? Our cells, in order to function, open and close. Now, when our cells open, they are taking in nutrition, and then they close so your body can absorb it. Then they open again, and that lets the toxins out. Unfortunately, 5G makes these cells stick open. So you're having bad stuff go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So if you're wondering why you're feeling a little blah, this could be why. Next screen, please. And here, I just tell people, don't trust me, just Google it. There have been research studies in the last 20 years, billions and billions of dollars, hundreds and hundreds of position papers on the dangers of 5G. 5G, as I said, is not allowed in Israel. 5G is not allowed in most of Europe. They only allow 4G. There's a heavy fine if someone is stupid enough to access 5G or put up a 5G tower. And lo and behold, 5G is now classified as a class 2B carcinogen. It is the new lead. Next screen, please. And if you're feeling any of these feelings, headaches, brain fog, chronic fatigue, any of these DNA changes, anxiety, panic, who's not feeling that, right? It could very well be to the fact that you are now more and more bombarded by 5G. Next slide, please. And here we go. What is the solution? Well, we use biomagnets. They are very strong magnets. They are N52 magnets of 4,000 Gauss, and they are worn in a beautiful manner for men, women, children, and fur babies. Next slide, please. And here we go. We use the strongest magnet. As I said, it's an N52 magnet. Magnetic therapy has been around since Cleopatra's time. And here are some of the things magnets do. The jewelry I'm about to show you has more than just the magnets, but we increase blood flow, increase vitality, boost immunity. In other words, it helps your body do better. And everything, every product out there, every holistic product, you'll hear the FDA warning, which I'm going to tell you now, this product has not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. Come visit me at Mark's Expo or any in-person expos. I'll tell you where I'll be, and we'll muscle test you on what you already have and what perhaps you need. Next slide, please. Okay, so we have our healthy jewelry. It has the first component, our neodymium magnets. Say that 3 times fast. These are rare earth magnets. They are from the earth, and they go on the back of these settings. The magnet is attached to a stone. Most of them are natural stones. They range from $5 to $25. And on the back of each setting are these energy balls, which help you increase your mood, help the body produce serotonin. Notice I said help with healing, and help by producing far infrared energy that help with circulation. Next slide, please. Sherry, can you let me know if you're listening when I have 5 minutes left? I would appreciate it. So here are some of our bases. Now we have necklaces, bracelets, we have a scarf pin, we have earrings, and it's all mix and match. The base is your setting, and they start at, you can get a base for as little as $17. Next slide, please. And here are some of the examples. We have necklaces, the bracelets, the earrings, different kinds. People ask me, well, what should I get? And my answer is whatever you will wear. Even though this has a range of 1 to 2 feet, it is preferred that you wear. Though people that sleep at night, they'll sleep with a pin or a scarf pin on them, like this, I'm on a scarf pin. And that will help with sleep. It will also help you not absorb the radiation off your cell phone. If you happen to listen to your cell phone by your bed or need it as an alarm, I always say, put it at opposite ends of the room. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is how it works, easy peasy. You see that thing, it looks like a question mark. That is my favorite base. I'm wearing it now. And that we add 2 stones, a Magnetude, which is our smaller stone, or a mini Magnetude. We call them mega juniors now. So people are getting confused. And these are, the bottom is a natural stone, and the top one is a druzy. Next slide, please. I love that one. It looks like a music note or a question mark. Here is an example of some of our tubes. They go from $5 to $35 if you're getting a one-of-a-kind tube. Next slide. We're going to breeze to the next slides. Okay, here we have some of our $35 tubes. These are our one-of-a-kind tubes. They're natural stones, a patch of gold, so quartz, a whole bunch. You just have to go on the website. There are literally thousands, not hundreds, thousands of options to mix and match. Next slide. And it's all broken down by category. And here we have our balance base. It takes a big one and a little one, and a mega and a tiny. And if you notice on the bottom of our base, it looks like an ohm, I love it, like a yin yang, and that is a diffuser. We actually have diffusers that are $10 and $35 that come with different pads, and you can switch out your essential oils so you're healing yourself inside and protecting yourself. Next slide, please. Here we have, again, it's called the twist. We have it in gold and silver. Next slide. And here we have different stones. We have stones and we have different bases. We have the ribbon. Next slide. It has a little crystal, kind of a dressy one. We have our framed in gold and silver. Again, different styles. And you would be surprised how inexpensive these stones are. Next slide, please. And here we have some more. We have harmony in silver, and we have our special journey. Journey is a special line. You can hang these cute little drop tubes off for a decoration. Looks to me very Aztec looking. Next slide. And here we have our wings with different examples of stones. This is a smaller one. Those are my angelic friends out there. Next slide. And the numbers are in case you see something you like, I can easily tell you what the stone is. Here's our basic solo, one of our least expensive ones with different stones. Next slide, please. Just checking on time. Okay, great. And here we go, we have the balance again. We have motivational stones, crystals, and we have genuine stones. Next slide. And here's our energy base and an example of our frame. Energy is very cool. It has a number of, and as they all do, have energy balls embedded on the back that help you just feel better about yourself. I joke that one of the energy balls' purpose is to help your body produce serotonin and elevate your mood, and you become a more attractive person because people who hug you feel better. Next slide, please. And here we have the cross in gold and silver, about an inch high, very, very modern looking, very beautiful. Next slide, they're good for men or women. Here we have our harmony with a tube, and then we have our ellipse. The ellipse to me almost reminds me of an evil eye. Actually, that looks like a rather interesting blue bloodshot eye, but that is a solar quartz. Forgive me in my bizarre humor, runs in the family. Next slide, please. And here we have our dusk. To me, this looks like a goddess or a snowman. It takes a tiny tube. Tiny tubes are $5 or $10. And takes also a mega junior tube or a mega tube. And that takes a tube that's from $10 to $35. Next slide. Very inexpensive. And you mix and match. Here we have the ellipse with our enamel heart and the twist again. Next slide. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. And here we have the twist of gold and silver with dichroic and with natural stones. Next slide. And here we have the wings. This is, I'm sorry, this is the V base. The V to me is very cute. It reminds me of the Wonder Woman insignia. Next time, go look at her insignia. It's almost like this. And here we have, if you could go back, the screen went back. There we go. So this is also one of our more inexpensive bases. And all these bases have at least three energy balls. We have a new one that has 6. You really want to feel powerful. And this takes a tiny tube. Next slide, please. And here we have our dusk and our harmony. If you want to be patriotic, we have a number of flag and patriotic tubes. You can get them, and they're only $5 or $10. Next slide. Here again, we have the difference between the sizes, the megatubes and the mini megas, which are now mega juniors, because people are getting confused. They come in all different shapes, ovals, rounds, squares, you name it. It's beautiful because they're all natural. Next slide, please. And most of this stuff is handmade, by the way. And this is the Zen. I love the Zen. It's a special piece. I think I sent it to 1 or 2 of the moderators here. The Zen has an extra magnet on the inside, which is 4,000 Gauss, and your stone is another magnet, which is another 4,000 Gauss. It's a mega junior or a mega tube, and you are double protected. And I must tell you, the National Institute of Health says you can wear up to 20,000 Gauss safely. So that would be 5 of these. Next slide. We don't want to start detoxing. This is a very cool base. It's called the Atlas. A lot of people, when they work, they can't wear necklaces or bracelets. So they wear this like I'm wearing it on their shirt or their jacket. We call it the scarf or tie tack because people use it for that. If you have trouble sleeping, you can wear this on your pajamas. If you don't sleep with clothes, you can put it on your pillow. And it has 2 energy balls on the back, the 2 most important, to boost the mood and to help with circulation, because we know circulation is everything. Next slide, please. Here we have earrings, and we just came out with a new earring line that is in the next slide or 2. I am wearing post earrings. We have dangle earrings, which are more like lever backs. They're beautiful. They sit so well, and they're so inexpensive. They're $30 and $35. And these stones, which go right on, are $5 and $10. The dangles do not have energy balls, but the post ones do. One has the far infrared, and the other has the negative ion. Next slide, please. And here we have our new line, Halo and Light. And what's really cool about this, I'm so excited. It literally came out 2 days ago, and it's winging its way to me. These go on your ear, and they have little hooks, and you have accessories with genuine stones, and they hang down. So those are my friends that miss shoulder dusters. Now I'm 64. You have to be around my age to know what they are, but I'll let you know. They are earrings that almost hit your shoulder. These do not, but they dangle. They're beautiful. And to just go on the website and look, you'll be blown away. And they are so inexpensive. And you can really, really mix and match. Next slide, please. And here we have our halo and light. They come in silver and gold. And our accessories are in silver and gold. It's a new line. We're going to be doing more and more. Next slide, please. And here we have the line that the two founders, I have to say a word about them, Dr. Tracy Diner and Candace Lorraine. Dr. Diner was and is a chiropractor with an expertise in cranial work and technological stress. And Candace Lorraine, a very, very good friend of hers, that they've been friends forever, is a designer. And they came out, and a fantastic gym person, she knows everything. They came out with a line when all this remote learning started for specifically children. There are bracelets and there are slides, and you just put the stones on. They're little charms, and you can get a complete set and protect your child for as little as $23. So what I love about the owners is they saw a problem and they rushed to the forefront with a solution, because look at all the amount of time our children and grandchildren have had to sit in front of devices just to try to get through school, absorbing all that invisible radiation, and now they're protected. I have, my brother tells his kids, nobody can be on their phones without anti-Ilene jewelry. I wish it was mine, but I'm a proud founder, founding rep of this company. This company's been around for 3 years and keeps adding and adapting to what we need. And the price is just amazing. That's the complaint I get from people that help with this company. Why is it so inexpensive? Next slide, please. And here we have an example of our bracelets, Artisan, Geo, and Cirque. And we have mesh bracelets, and you just saw the slide bracelets. They slide right on. These take a magnet. Next slide, please. Also very well priced. And there's a magnet in every bracelet. And let's not forget our guys. Father's Day is coming up. Graduation. Sorry, guys. I'm sure you'll never guess who that was. Okay, so this is our men's line. If you go on our website, my website is tudegirl.com. Click under men's line, you'll get a drop down and you'll get to see a picture of all these appropriate type tudes for guys, very masculine looking. And this is some examples, bracelets, the tie pin, and necklaces. I know some of you guys out there can pull off earrings. Next slide, please. And here we have diffusers. For those of you who are into promoting oils or rub oils or wear oils, these are our mega size diffusers. They're $25. They come with all these different colored pads. You don't have to wash the pads. You can change out the scent. And we also have small ones that just came out a few weeks ago. Tiny tubes, they're only $10. There are, between the two of them, almost 40 different options. Things that we love, like the tree of life, things like that. Next slide, please. And we can't forget our fur babies. When my dog, I just lost my dog, but we're getting another one at the end of next month. And this, actually, the dog on the screen looks a lot like my dog. But while she was walking this planet, she was suffering from very severe arthritis. Well, when the pet tubes came out, the Magnetudes, we put one on her. I figured, let me see. And she stopped limping within hours. It was amazing. We took her to the vet. The vet was so amazed that he bought for his dogs and took a few for the clinic. And then when my dog had her cancer surgery, the vet who had the surgeon, who happened to be a naturopathic doctor before, going to veterinary school, saw that the dogs on either side of our dog's cage, where the tube was hanging from her collar, we're coming out of anesthesia better. And lo and behold, she has for her dogs as well. So don't forget your fur babies. As you can see, they have an extra far infrared energy ball. It's because we have 2 paws, they have 4. And it has the geranium, which helps with healing, and it has far infrared energy, as I said, would help with circulation, very important for our little friends. But also, don't forget, our animals go through anxiety when we read, when there are storms, just in general, and we also have negative ions on there to help them. Next slide, please.
Thank you, Eileen.
Thank you, because I'm done. But I do want to remind you, if I could have, the website is tudegirl.com, and you can ask me questions in the room if you want.
Yeah, you can follow Eileen to her room, and she's going to be in room number 16. And I believe you do have thank you for your presentation. We appreciate you keeping us informed and educated about how we can save our lives.
And I want to thank my assistant, Ren. Thank you so much for helping me with the slides. So thank you.
Beautiful. Awesome. Well, I believe you do have a little gift for somebody, right?
I'm sorry.
Would you like to give a door prize for anybody?
I'm going to do that in the room because I don't want, well, actually, let's do it now. Let's do it now really quickly. I'm going to think of a number from, well, you tell me.
0 to 100. We're going to have them put in the chat, and either write it down. It's ideally, then you can hold up your piece of paper while everybody writes in the chat a number. And what are you going to be giving away today?
I'll tell you what it is because I'm at my husband's computer and I do not see.
EMF protection jewelry valued at $50.
Yes, yes. It is going to be what we call the Atlas, which is a scarf pin because that's good for men and women with a very expensive stone.
Beautiful.
Great.
Beautiful.
So everybody put in the chat. Eileen will not look at the chat if she has no ability to write anything down. She can't. She has problems seeing, so don't worry about it. She can just close her eyes for a second, and don't worry about it. So everybody write down in the chat a number from 0 to 100, and she cannot see it. So Eileen, just close your eyes. Don't even look at the screen. Don't look at the screen. Everybody just put it down. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to stop the guesses. And Eileen's just going to tell us, and then turn around. Tell us what the number is. Eileen.
36.
36. 18, the closest.
Uh-oh.
18.
Right?
18.
Yeah, Christina.
18 is the lowest. Yep. Christina, congratulations.
Thank you.
Christina, can you message me with your address?
So put the email. Put the email.
My email address?
Put the email
No,
address.
I have to, this is a physical item you're getting. I need your snail mail address.
But we don't want to put that to the world, please. So
Right.
let's just put the email, and you guys can collaborate on your own. Okay.
So I can put the email on here? Or-
Your email in the
Yeah.
chat, either
Okay.
private or message me, and I'll make sure that she gets it.
Thank you.